What was your life like before you met John Steinbeck?
Hi, I'm Ed Ricketts. I was born in Chicago in 1897. I have two younger siblings, Francis and Thayer. I was a very intelligent kid and got into trouble very much for correcting my teachers. I spent 1 year at the University of Chicago after high school, and then I got drafted into the Army Medical Corps. After the war, I went back to college and majored in biology. And then I met my wife and had our son. And then we all moved to California. Then I set up my Pacific Biological Lab, and we had two more daughters, Nancy and Cornelia.
What was the purpose of your lab, and how did it affect how you and Steinbeck met?
My lab was to study specimens and other research on marine biology. I met Steinbeck because his first wife, Carol Henning, was an employee of mine at the lab, and we met through her. Steinbeck and I spent lots of time together discussing marine biology and shared interests in philosophy.
How did you inspire Steinbeck's works?
Action.
I inspired Steinbeck's writings in many ways. I am the inspiration to the characters of Doc Burton in Cannery Row and Sweet Thursday, Jim Casey in Grapes of Wrath, Dr. Winter in The Moon is Down, Friend Ed in Burning Bright, and Doc Burton in Dubious Battle.
What was your life like before you met Steinbeck?
Hi, I'm Carol Henning. I was born in 1906 in San Jose, California. I have loved to draw and paint my entire life. My mother was a professional artist and taught me. Steinbeck and I also love to go to the symphonies and the theater together.
How did you help John Steinbeck with his books?
Take two.
I helped Steinbeck come up with the name of Grapes of Wrath and helped him write the manuscript. I assisted Steinbeck in the writing of In Dubious Battles and of Mice and Men. I helped him come up with the ideas for both of the books. I was his editor, typer, and partially his muse. But as John grew more and more popular, he left me and our simple life behind.
What was your life like before meeting John Steinbeck?
Hi, I'm Gwendolyn Codner. I was born in 1905 in New York. I was a professional singer and met Steinbeck in Hollywood when he was still married to Carol. We then got married and had two children, Thomas and John V. After 5 years of marriage, John and I divorced due to me cheating on him multiple times.
How did you impact John Steinbeck's writings?
Action.
I impacted his writings by being the main antagonist in the book East of Eden. I was portrayed as the character Kathy or Kate in the story. In this book, Kathy was seen as the devil, which Steinbeck viewed me as when I cheated on him.
What was your life like before you met Steinbeck?
Hi, I'm Elaine Scott. I was born in 1914 in Austin, Texas. I attended the University of Texas and majored in theater. That's where I met my first husband, Zachary Scott. We had two children together, and then we got a divorce. 1 week later, I traveled to Salinas, California, where Steinbeck and I met and fell in love. We were then married a week later.
What were some of your main interests?
My main interest was theater. I became one of the first women to ever manage a Broadway performance. When I was young, I was a successful actress, but after marrying Zachary, I had to give up my dream.
What were some ways that you inspired Steinbeck?
1.
I didn't inspire John's writing as much as I contributed to his works. When John and I were married, he only wrote 2 books, East of Eden and The Short Reign of Pippin VI. I did not inspire either of these books, but after John's passing, I took it upon myself to make a book of all of his letters called Steinbeck, A Life in Letters.